Once we get that cleaned up, we will go to Pierre with Wilson against David with Unknown Avenger, the last of our Beetleweights for this round. In the red corner, you can see Pierre's Wilson. This is a vertical spinning egg beater bar style, kind of like a drum. And it's got big plastic panels running around the outside to try and protect the wheels, as well as a recent addition of some titanium wedge-lit finger things around the side of the drum to try and make sure that the big plastic supports are not going to be chewed up too fast. And you can see some large gouges in the side of that from a fight that it narrowly won against Butcher earlier on in this series. In the blue corner, David is setting up Unknown Avenger. This one is quite a configurable robot. He's got a big heavy wedge on the front right now, which he uses to try and tank the hits from the big spinning drum, as well as a plastic finger on top that he can move around. To what end, I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully he's got a plan for it, because he'll need something to put up against Wilson's weapon if he intends to beat him in this fight. You'll also note that David has his push-out open on the side. That's likely going to be his strategy, is to try to push his opponent out the side before he gets destroyed. Often effective against these spinners because the spinners have a tendency to knock themselves out. All right, the drivers are ready. Let's start this thing off in 3, 2, 1, fight. All right, Wilson spinning up, got a little bit of power there. I'm not sure if it's spun low or just a really quiet, smooth little motor on there, but trying to get some positioning here around Unknown Avenger. He doesn't want to go directly into the wedge if he can help it. Hitting into the little wedge fingers on the side. Those things are very heavy as David nearly drives himself out in his pushing match against Wilson. Unknown Avenger is a very fast-moving robot, but also has a tendency to really skid and slide around. But thankfully, David seems so far to be able to control it quite well, even though he's been precariously close to those push-outs, getting into a big pushing match and pushing Wilson into the red side, which is currently closed, now pivoting around him, trying to get a good push on it, but Wilson able to keep turning so that Unknown Avenger unable to push him out the side. Unfortunately for Wilson, Unknown Avenger very fast and David quite a good driver, so having trouble being able to get that weapon in there. And you can see something about that big heavy wedge on the front is enough to keep the weapon of Wilson away from it so that that drum's actually not even making contact most of the time. Unknown Avenger getting under him, pushing him into the corner, wiggling his finger at him. I mean, that'll do some damage, right? Hitting him in the corner for up to 10 seconds here. That is one of the rules we have. You can't hold them for any more than 10 seconds, but it is useful to show control throughout the fight if you're able to pin them like that. In case it does go down to a judge's decision, which they're really hoping it won't. I'm sure both of them would prefer to just get an easy, clean win. A minute and a half still to go in this 3-minute fight. Wilson trying to get out of the corner, but David just getting around on both sides of him again and again, not allowing him to make a whole lot of progress. And as you can see, on a face-to-face match, normally that's where these drums would shine. But David pushing him towards the blue push-out, doing exactly what he needs to do. The win goes to Unknown Avenger. Congratulations, David. A big part of that win was simply driving skill and experience. He was able to direct his opponent around, and even though he didn't directly push him out, he got him into a position where he had no choice but to end up backing out.